Hey,
What's up, Rob?
oh, now that I'm watching on my phone when it comes on and we have the video playing, I'm sitting there doing this. I'm watching from my hands on the video.
Yeah, Greg McBee's in here. Evil Rick. What's happening, guys? and
Sorry for the delay, everyone, and the no
the
thumbnail.
not knowing what the show was going to be about.
Right.
Oh, Rob's
Stuff.
got interesting news coming up. Maybe later we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we can let people know later.
But yeah, my mess is my hot water heater. Rob went out, and you know how messy my garage is. So,
Yes.
while straightening out a path through my garage to get to the hot water heater, I strained my back somehow, and I've got a hot heating pad on my back right now. I've been eating ibuprofen all day, man. What a mess!
Couple about 2 or 3 ibuprofen every 4 hours, heating pad every 20 minutes, and stretch your back.
Right, try and work on that. I've been trying to stretch it. It's been actually coming on and aching more and more the past few weeks. And yesterday, man, I was working my ass off trying to straighten out a path through the thing so my landlord can get into the water heater.
So, so do you still have?
I got a lot of stuff to either sell or give away or throw in the trash.
Well,
Three things.
I could come out there at some point next year and help you out with that.
Next year, I ain't got next year, dude. Uh, I've had two nice Sundays in a row, and now yesterday was kind of crappy, and today it's cold as shit. So I ain't doing nothing today.
I don't blame you. No, it's going to warm up after this.
Yeah, hopefully. I had to go out in the yard today because the new yard guy got behind, and yeah, yeah, I had to go out and pull parts again today. I'm gonna pull my hair out, man. All I can say is by raise time, I better get fucking a good one.
You'll probably get a quarter.
Five. Better not get no quarter. I'm thinking like $2, dude.
No, that ain't going to happen in your
What's up,
job.
Shocker? Oh, yeah, it's just a water heater. Yeah, exactly. 70 yesterday, 42 today. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I got. Oh, anyway, yeah, I'm trying to adjust my heating pad. Sorry, guys. 52 there, huh, Rob?
Correction, 19.
Yeah, I got your emails about that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get a uh, campsite somewhere else because by the time I tried to get mine, they were already gone. Every one I tried to get, it was gone. So I don't know. 34, 36, and 40 something. Anywho, 17 there. Oh, Rob says it's 19 now.
Yeah, my temp on the lap. Oh, there now it updates 18.
18 now.
Yep.
Mine says it is 35 and the sun is out. And the sun came out about, I don't know, an hour and a half ago.
Saturday it's going to be 66, and I'm going for a ride.
Right. Well, this Saturday and Sunday, I'll probably be tearing that garage apart because, like I said, I've got to get rid of some stuff. I got more
Yeah.
stuff to put in it.
And you want to make a bigger pass so you can get that hot water heater out and put the new one in.
Right. Well, I got a path that's just enough for a person and the water heater. If you add a two wheeler to it, no. So I figure I'll help him out and I'll push while he pulls and we'll get it out.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Okay. Yeah, I got um freaking hard water. It's a lot of calcium and
Yeah.
lime, I guess. It's got that white shit that if you let it sit in a bowl, like the cat bowl, I can let that fucker sit for a couple days and it gets that ring around it, calcium or whatever. It turns
Yeah.
white. Yeah. Nasty
Our
shit.
our water softener quit working. I don't. It doesn't have a power button, or a
Right.
reset. So
Zach must have got the one that I was trying to get. I was trying to get 34 and 36, and then 42, I think it was. But they were all gone by the time I tried to get them. So I'll probably be at another campsite.
look at that. I'm getting laughed at.
It's a water heater, Rob. Hey, Dark Soul.
Yes, but I hate putting hot water heaters in there. I hate it.
I've done 3. I've helped do 2 and done 1 myself. And I had a house in Norwood that I put a hot water heater in all by myself. So I'm sure I could do this one, but it's the landlord's responsibility as far as I'm concerned. It's what I pay
Yes,
my
it
rent
is.
for.
Right. Where's Stubbs? That's a good question. You got
Yeah,
it.
he's on call, at his job. So I don't think he's going to stop in.
Well, that's better than what I was going to say. I was going to say he hurt his finger and he had to go to the hospital.
Okay, we might have to do that then.
So
Yeah, but yeah, I got so many jacks. The ass end of my pickup truck is full of motorcycle jacks, bottle jacks, um, little car jacks about this big, then about this
dang,
big. Then I got a 3.5 ton one in there and a 2.5 ton one in there. So I got the ass in my truck fucking like this.
damn. You got to
Yeah,
get rid of
well,
that stuff.
I didn't have nowhere else to go with it. They're jacks, dude. Why would you get rid of a jack?
Well, if you don't need that many jacks.
Well, it depends on what I'm doing. If I got a big truck I'm lifting or SUV, I use the big one. I've got different size jack stands too. You got to look at this. I've been doing this for over 35 years, Rob.
Uh
Fucking
huh.
working on cars, so
Uh
I got
huh.
a lot of fucking car shit.
Right.
That's I need to go to the fucking swap meet and sell a bunch of it. That's what I need to do. Everybody says put it on Facebook. I ain't got time to fuck with Facebook.
Right.
Sorry, but I don't.
Well, with Stubbs not being here, we can't do an intervention.
Right. That's what he was wanting to do as an intervention.
No, but you can't have too many tools, but you need a
Right.
place to put all them tools.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's another thing. My storage bin that I've been paying for 10 years is full of my dad's tools and some of my tools. And, it's just full. I just don't know what to do with the shit. I got so much.
Bring some out my way. I can
Yeah.
use some tools out here.
Jack is a tool. You're correct. And I got jack stands. Like I said, I've got several different size jack stands too. That it depends on what you're working on and what you're doing, what you need.
And the
But
funny thing is you'll get rid of it, and then you'll need it.
well, that's true. When I had my house in uh, Deer Park, well, Silverton, uh, it was a like 3.5 car garage. So, I had plenty of room for all my tools. I had a tire changer and a balancer, the whole 9 yards. And I ended up selling those 2 things when I moved. And I just crammed it all into this little place. And then I took over my landlord's side of the garage too. So I barely can get my bike in right now.
was gonna say
Well,
you there?
actually, now that I've cleaned some of this pathway out, I can get my bike right in, right out. I ain't got to move nothing or anything.
Right?
No, I don't. I do not have Harbor Freight jack stands. I've got Mac jack stands and Duralast. I've got a set of Duralast jack stands. They came with a jack. A couple of Snap-on. I think is might be a set that I have.
Right.
But yeah, most of the tools that I do have bought, Steve, are Snap-on and Mac and all that, name brand shit that would come by work and take $20 to $40 a week. I'm still paying.
Maybe I should come by your place and do a brake job on my bike.
I got everything you need tool wise. You just have to bring the parts.
Well, I've got the parts. I just don't have the stand to do it on.
Yeah, I got
I gotta sit on the ground to do mine.
the motorcycle jack that I got used to hold my bagger, so it will definitely hold yours.
My dad told me I could have his jack. I just need the oh, the stand or whatever. You can raise it up and down so high, like you got.
Yeah, yeah, they fold up on you. Yeah, that's the freaking ones that are the mint metal. Yeah, those are crap.
Mm-hmm.
You got a set from Wally World. Yeah, I believe I got a set from Wally World too. They got the little pin that used to go in, that goes in them, old style.
Yep, I got a pin. I got a set like that.
Yeah, that's that. Those are old. Hey, Gloria, did you finally get the message?
Yeah, I put it on Discord.
Did you?
Yep.
Cool.
Now we need Flossie to come on.
Oh, I'm sure she'll get the ding dong when
Haven't talked to her for quite a while.
it came. It actually came across mine right away. Oh, I hate to bring this up, but
What?
The cops are fucking starting to raid some people. If you get my drift,
I ain't raiding my house.
they ain't raiding my house either. I'm just saying they're raiding some houses.
All my guns are lost in a boating accident.
Yeah. I lost all mine in a boating accident.
But I heard that.
What's happening, Henry?
So there's some people out here that might be unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well,
More so if you're on the West Coast.
it all stems on being a bad person. If you want to be a bad person, you do bad things.
Wow.
That's just things that happen to you.
Well, they need to quit doing gang shit.
I'm not. Let's leave that alone.
But
Anyway, tell us about your news, sir.
my news.
Yeah,
Which
everybody's
news?
here now. You can tell us your news.
Well, which news is that? Is that the recent news or the last week's news?
It depends on what you want to do. If you want to spill the beans on last week's news that you already did, the rest of it.
Well, kinda. Oh,
Is he for sure?
yes, he is
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
So for all of you waiting to find this out, because I love to drag things out. Professional Monkey will be on March 13th.
And we're privileged to have him.
Yep. I reached out to him and asked him if he would like to come on. He said yes, but he wants to wait till after Daytona, which is understandable, which he's pretty much gotten ready to go, and he should be out there by now.
Yeah, he's cutting them videos now. I've seen one or two of them. He should be there by now, or the first maybe he's going to be there
Yeah, the first. He'll be leaving probably.
today.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's closer than I am, so yeah, he'll probably leave tomorrow.
And then he said his wife will be riding out.
Yeah, the orange bagger or something. Anyway, oh, it's snowing up there. You poor guy. It was cold enough to snow here today.
Yeah, and Chicago
It's
got a
snowing in
tornado.
Chicago too.
No, Chicago got a tornado yesterday.
Um, I think he'd be on at 7:30 if he is going live from the road. I don't think he's
Um,
in here yet.
7:30 Eastern,
13 degrees Celsius. Snowing on the way home. 13 degrees Celsius. That's what, about 45,
something like that.
something like that. Come on, man. You got to give us the Fahrenheit.
Yeah, you're talking to Americans. We're not Canadians,
or English.
right? We use the standard method, not the metric.
Whatever happened to that, man? When I was in school and they were teaching us metric, and then they switched us back to the SAE. It was weird as hell because metric just kind of faded away, except for like in my business, the cars changed to metric.
Well, they when I was in school, they were teaching us both, and I kind of looked at them and said, "You got to teach me one because I ain't gonna learn the other."
Maybe that's what it is. It wasn't working to try and teach both of them because I remember they were starting to teach both of us. I made it up to elementary algebra too, and then I just went away from the metric system. You know what I'm saying? That was in
Right.
80. That was in 85, 86.
And I
Something like
think
that.
a liter is the same as a half gallon, something like that.
Close. They're close anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do like a 3/8 is like a size 14 in metric or something like that. I don't know. All I know is I just take the damn socket, put it on the bolt that fits. Okay, away I go.
Marco. Yeah.
Then I got to remember next time I work on that thing. Okay, this is the one that fits.
Blowing snow where Gloria is.
Oh, because
That's Canada
well,
too.
yeah, I was gonna say something bad about Canada, but I can't. Not right now.
Hey, whatever you can say bad about Canada, Canada says right back about
No,
us.
they suck.
Did you know Brock Lesnar moved to Canada?
Good riddance.
He's your boy, though, man, from your home.
I could care less. But from what I understand, everyone says he's a pretty decent guy, a pretty nice guy when you meet him. I just look at him and say, Man, how many steroids did you do? Did you do today?"
Well, I watched a podcast. He was talking about it, and he uh, bought some land up there where he hunted. And to own land in Canada, you have to be a citizen. So he got citizenship up there. I was
Okay.
like, that motherfucking defector.
Well, it must be good hunting if he bought it,
Well, he just keeps buying land up there, he says, with all the money he's made. Motherfucker's worth a fortune, dude.
right? Right. He can't do uh, MMA anymore.
They can
Something
take
about
it to
his
the shop, yeah. Well, that's
something.
how they made cars smaller for that same reason. So you have to take them back to the small mechanics.
Right.
Alberta, is that where he lives? Yeah. Saskatchewan. No.
You could go live in Alaska for all I care.
That'd be better than fucking. Okay, I'm sorry, but that'd be better than going to Canada. I mean, why defect from your home
Right.
country?
Right. Hey, we got Bob Dylan, man. That's the ultimate right there. And we had Prince until he decided to OD. So
Bob Dylan.
yeah, Bob Dylan.
Okay, dokie.
His last name is actually Zimmerman.
Oh,
I think
really?
his real name is Robert Zimmerman.
Robert Zimmerman. That's weird.
And he's from northern Minnesota, not Zimmerman, Minnesota, but northern Minnesota.
It's supposed to be easier to deal with multiples of 10 instead of 12. Well, yeah, if you're counting 10, 20, 30, 40, but if you're counting feet.
See, Canada can only count on like 2 or 3 fingers.
Well, isn't a meter close to a yard and crap like that?
There's 3 feet and
3 feet's a yard.
3 feet a yard.
36 inches.
Yeah, that's 36 inches.
Yeah, okay.
I actually saw this short that explained how women are confused on sizes for penises because and explained it, and I busted up laughing. Now I have to go back and find it, see if I can post it on Discord or something. But it was hilarious.
2 inches longer, huh?
It was like something like centimeters, like cm was for like correct measurement.
What's up, Harley Pimp?
Something like that.
A yard is about 38.5 inches. No, a yard is 36 inches, dude. 3 feet. That's what a yard is.
Yeah, 3 feet. So 12 times 3, which is
a meter is 39 inches. So yeah, it's 3 feet 6 inches. What fudge?
Look at that. They can't even do their own math.
Oh, you meant me to. Exactly. You Canadians fuck us up, man. What the hell? Celsius and fucking shit.
Well, here's something that you guys didn't know. Gloria is actually sitting lower than me. I'm more north than what Gloria is.
Really? Oh, because of the way geography goes?
Yeah, the way Canada goes.
Who's higher?
It dips down into
Who's more above
America?
Sea level? Who's more above sea level, you or her?
I think me. Because she dips down by Buffalo, New York. So that when you actually look at that actually comes down quite a bit. And she's like here, I'm up here.
Well, yeah, I'm south of you too, aren't you? I guess.
You're southeast of me. Yeah. That's why your weather's better than mine, you fucker.
Hey, if you don't like it, wait 15 minutes. It'll be different.
Hey, in 15 minutes, it's still going to get cold. So,
hippy dippy, man. When you talk to him next time, you need to tell him to do a video on that. Why every 15 minutes it's different weather, and if you ride 100 miles in any direction, you're going to get wet. Just saying.
That's what she said.
I'm sure Steve would argue that point, though.
Hey,
I have rode one way one time and not gotten rained on.
But Steve lived that whole thing last year. No matter where he went, he got wet.
That's true. He did get wet a lot last year. Yeah,
he did. That's why he got 360.
I just hope it don't rain this year. Going up there.
Right. I love you, Steve. I gotta pick on you every once in a while.
Right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my back feeling better so I can ride this year. I think by the end of this year, I'm probably going to have elbow surgery too.
Right.
Was he following the thumpers? I don't know. I don't know if he was.
Well, he got wet going to Sturgis, and almost every time he went out just around Iowa, he got wet. He got rained on.
He says, yeah, because he was wet all the time. But is that right, Steve? I mean, that's generally what I've come across. If you ride 100 miles in one direction, you're going to get fucking wet. So excuse my language, sir.
But now, see, that doesn't make sense because in 21, when I went out to Sturgis and back, it rained at my house. When I left the house, it quit raining. It didn't rain for the whole trip. So I don't know.
Hmm. You've been sore for 5 days? Yeah. Well, you ride a hardtail, don't you? That's what you did to your sciatic,
He rides a scooter.
whether it rains or not. Well, yeah, most of the time he rides his chopper. What Steve said. I gotta put my glasses on, man. I can't read. I have a lot of miles without rain. Went to Arizona last year. Didn't get rain at all, huh?
No, he got hot though.
Well, yeah, out there west. I guess you are in the west anyway, though.
Well, I'm
Over
Midwest.
here it rains all the fucking year round.
I'm North Midwest.
Yeah. So the scooter is your winter ride? Okay.
So, but yeah, how bad of a mess did that hot water heater leave you?
Dude, um, I'm not exactly sure because it's got a shut-off valve on it. Once it leaked down onto the burner, this is what I'm assuming. Once it leaked down onto the burner and then overfilled that pan,
Mm-hmm.
it put the burner out and kept leaking until it cooled down. And when it cooled down, that button set or whatever, and it stopped leaking the water. But it had a 5.5, 6 foot ring. Well, it was touching the wall and then out 6 feet from it in all, one circle.
Yeah, yep.
And I lost some speakers. Well, they got wet. Whether they're lost or not, I don't know. And some radios. Radios I'm going to scrap anyway. But yeah, the rest of it was kind of protected in toolboxes and cabinets. You know what I mean? So I didn't lose anything really. I'm gonna gain the scrap.
Well, you lost a shower or two.
Well, yeah, I lost the night shower for sure. I took a cold one yesterday morning. I was like,
The shit
come on, water, heat up.
that makes your dick trip.
So I went down and checked it out. And sure as shit.
Take a cold shower, that makes your dick shrivel up.
Hooters on scooters and dykes on trikes. Yeah, he is on call on his real job, so we gave him a pass again tonight.
Yep. So, being that he can't be here.
Yeah, let everybody know he is feeling a lot better. Seems to be anyway. As better as you can be, right?
He's trying to think positive, and he knows there's things that he can't do about his shit, and there's things he can do. He's dealing with it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to deal with it. No matter what comes your way, and you got to make sure you stay straight and narrow and on that path.
Right? It's just like a woman when you're having sex. You can make her scream or you can't. Depends on how you use it. I know I'm going to get some shit about that one, so y'all can.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Is it legal for you to record the person in the next apartment having sex? Is it, if you're in your apartment, is it legal for you to record that? I'm asking for a friend.
That it's kind of like a gray area. Here, only one person needs to know that you're recording. So that's usually like if I'm recording someone in the house, I'm the only one who has to know.
Okay. Well, see, that's what I was thinking. If you're recording in your own home, you can't help it that you happen to hear them,
Right. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this chick is trying to sue somebody over it. They were wondering if, hey, I'm in my own home, you know, you can't, stop me from recording on my computer, say for instance, you're doing a podcast and that comes over, you know
Right.
what I mean?
And if you accidentally pick it up, oh, well.
Well, I imagine he probably had one of those fucking parapathetic or whatever they're called microphone things right up to the wall.
Shit, I'd be like Porky's and drilling a hole in the wall, putting a camera in,
Right?
making pornos that way.
It's loud enough to be heard and it's public. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, I would think that, yeah.
But some of these people on here don't even know how dirty of a mind I got.
Create your own privacy. That's pretty good. My next door neighbor, as a matter of fact, talking about privacy. Instead of me having to put up a privacy fence, she has took this. I want to call it nylon, but burlap. It's green burlap, and she strung it on one end of her fence all the way down the side, so she can't see the two trucks that are in my driveway. Oh man, I'm Sanford and Son, man. Without the sun.
Right?
Oh. Yeah, Evil, when you guys get here, man, you're gonna have to dodge around certain shit.
Right. Steve, they're not going to arrest me for anything.
If it can be heard, okay.
If I can hear it and I'm recording, that's on them, not on me.
Yeah. Well, I try and don't want people to hear my conversation. I walk away from them. And then something like that, though, if you're polite and say, hey, look, I'm trying to sleep and you guys are over here doing that, can you keep it down a little bit?
Right. I am the nice person who, is okay. Hey, can you turn it down? Hey, can you do this? I'm private. Don't like people listening to my shit.
I'm the dude just banging on the wall.
I used to. Oh, you're talking about the whole, Steve. Yeah, that'll get me arrested for sure.
Oh yeah. You don't want to put a camera in the wall. No, definitely not.
Well, then how come that in Revenge of the Nerds they didn't get arrested for that? Porky's they didn't get arrested for that.
I guess the girls liked it.
Damn, I should be in college.
I mean, they have to be the one that actually makes the complaint, right?
Damn, I miss college.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to use no cameras though. But yeah, I didn't lose anything that was important. Of course, like Stubbs would say, what I have ain't important, but it's what I got. You know what I mean?
It's important to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the thing. It's important.
What I have locked up is important. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I do have plenty of stuff that's not locked up. Like I did have a thief come by. I don't know. It's been 2 weeks now, I think, and they took a set of forks, a set of handlebars, and a front wheel on the side of the house. Just it happened to be on the side that the camera's not on. You know what I mean? Because I got a camera facing my motorcycles that are sitting outside, the two Suzukis and my son's bike. Then the other side of the house over here doesn't have anything. So,
right.
Well, we got help.
Harley Pimp, if I knocked on the door and offered to help him, the guy would get pissed anyway because it'd show him up.
Right.
And I wouldn't say Porky's anymore. Say Revenge of the Nerds. That would work in today's world because they did use cameras. Porky's they didn't.
Trying to excuse on the cop. Porky's was a movie. Hey, look, officer. She grabbed hold of it. You know what I mean?
No, I'd be like, officer, they did it in Revenge of the Nerds and didn't get arrested. How come I'm getting arrested for doing the same thing?
Because this ain't Revenge of the Nerds.
It's because
You may be a nerd, but yeah.
It's because
There you go, one for you, Stubbs.
real life isn't a movie.
Sorry, Rob.
You channeled your inner Stubbs. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, right. Shoot me now, will you? How many? What we got here? We got 36 minutes so far. Damn.
Yeah,
How about that?
we're doing pretty damn good for just the two of us.
For not going to have a show anyway. Um,
Yeah.
like you said, coming up, we'll probably be talking about Bike Week next week because it's going on, and I'm sure there are going to be plenty of videos for us to watch.
Yeah. And what Monkey's going to do is give us a Daytona recap.
Okay. Well, we'll just do a show about something else tomorrow or next week then.
And then, he'll probably mention how many times he saw Jasmine Kane, who has not come on this show.
Well, that's a song. Life is just a fantasy. Can you live this fantasy life?
No, that's a Billy Joel. That's a line in a Billy Joel song. Life is
Tag you in, Bo Cephas. Yeah, that's a line in a song. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing for vacation next time? Is that all the way till Sturgis or what?
Yeah, I'll be taking off. Oh, I think I'm taking 10 days off for Sturgis.
Okay.
Almost 10 days. So I'm taking the Thursday and Friday off before we leave, the 25th and 26th. And then I'm taking the 5th and 6th, and then the 5 days in the week. So
Got you.
9 days, something like that. I can count because I'm an American. So Henry is asking if I can explain quantum mechanics first. Okay, that's for mechanics right there. That's quantum mechanics for mechanics.
No, that quattro mechanic.
Quantum
They work on Audi.
thing.
They work on Audis.
It's for mechanics doing the same, working on the same piece of machinery. There you go.
Bless you, kitty. Did you guys hear that? My cat sneezed.
Yes, I heard that. I don't know. Should I tell them about my trip to Texas?
Well, what are you going to be doing in Texas?
I was in Texas.
Oh, you were already in Texas.
Yeah, last week.
Last week? I knew you were somewhere last week, but I didn't know it was Texas.
Friday, Saturday, and
We need to talk
Sunday last week. Yeah, we got back Monday of last week. Yeah.
Did you see that, Rob? He liked your answer.
Well, that's how I can explain quantum mechanics. Otherwise, I'd have to watch Big Bang Theory and have them explain it to me.
No, well, hey, we could always reach out to that Dyson guy. What's his name? I can't think of his damn name now. Something Dyson.
I was gonna say, I hope you weren't gonna say Mike Tyson.
No, not Tyson. Dyson.
Oh, is that
He's on. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's on debunking UFOs all the time.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
I can't think of his
Anyway,
name.
he would be able to explain that to you.
Neil deGrasse. There you go. That's
Yeah,
who.
yeah, that's it. Degrassi or whatever.
Yeah, he's actually coming here during the summer, and if I can get
Doc Harley's
tickets
a
for him.
mechanic, really? He's YouTube certified. That's right.
Then he ain't really a mechanic then.
He's YouTube certified. Why ain't he a mechanic, man? Come on. He had to
Yeah,
get some.
but that
He had to
doesn't
get that knowledge somewhere.
that okay, that lets him work on little teeny motorcycles, you know.
Man's worked on tanks and helicopters, I do believe.
I mean, I'm YouTube certified. For what? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. If Doc, are you in here? Or no, he's probably down on his way down to Daytona too. Probably not watching.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a
I believe he was a helicopter mechanic, if I'm not mistaken.
but Doc has got a meet and greet down there in Daytona as well.
Yeah, that's right. Well, so does Monkey. Monkey does too.
I don't know. I think I'd rather go meet Monkey because Doc keeps telling me,
Astrophysics.
"Don't you know?"
He's one of them astrodynamic nuclear physically doctor somebody. Neil deGrasse or whatever.
Yeah, but he's a good person to sit and listen to, and he actually makes sense and makes you think.
He makes you feel you're about that big.
Actually, I'm that big.
That's what she said.
Oh, the last woman who said I was that big, I left.
You married her, right?
No, we
Oh, man.
won't go. We won't go into the torture the first wife gave me.
Oh, there it is. Back to the live chat.
No, my first wife. Yeah, that was a piece of work, and I was with her for 20 years.
He's a proctologist,
He wishes he was a proctologist.
right? Hip scientist. Yeah, he's a hip scientist. There you go. What's happening, man?
Hey, Peaches. Hey, construction.
What's a narcissist? I seen that earlier. Did you ever figure that out, Mr. Construction?
Oh, he did a live and then he took it down.
I believe it comes down and then it goes back up after YouTube checks it. Is the way they do it. I think ours is the same way, isn't it?
No,
No?
mine's not that way.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Nah, you never did figure it out? Okay. Yeah, that dude's tune, man. He was jamming, wasn't he?
So, I could save my Texas story from my channel.
Oh, what? You don't want to continue?
Okay, I will continue. You twisted my arm. Well,
Come on, Rob. Tell me, Rob. I need to hear it.
all right. So let me get my calendar up because I'm a dumbass. All right, today's the 28th. All right, so on the 16th, the wife and I,
Just after Valentine's Day.
yes, right after Valentine's Day, the wife and I decided that, well, not really decided, it was an urgent thing that we had to go down to Texas and pick up a 4'9" package and bring that package back home. I don't get dirty minded, people. But yeah, it was basically a rescue mission to save a kid of ours that we call a kid of ours from their relationship that her husband left her right out at the Texas Renaissance Festival. Just left her and with nothing. And so we went down there and picked her up and brought her home. But I tell you, I got a story. I mean, I could tell you a bunch of stories about going down there to Texas and stuff, but I got a story. We leave on the 16th about, well, we left at 5 in the morning. And I got this thing to where I see a Harley dealer. If I can stop, I'll go in there and get a couple chips, something for a souvenir, right?
Right, right.
So we hop on 35 South, and I'm going, honey, we're going to see some Harley dealers. It's chip time. And she goes, no, we're on a mission. We got to get down there and back. I said, well, okay, well, Saturday, we're not really doing anything down there. I can go to some dealers, which was the plan, which didn't work. um, so we're driving along, and I see Twin City Harley South. I'm like, honey, there's Twin City Harley South. We got to stop. She goes, doesn't look like they're open, honey. Their lights are on, but they're not open. Oh, shit. Keep going. We hit Faribault. I said, honey, this one's on the right side. We can take this exit and go right there. She goes, what time is it? 6:30. They're not open. Shit.
It's 6:30. They're not open till 7 now yet.
Well, the dealers, they're not open at 6:30 here. It's 8 o'clock, I think.
I guess it's not. They're not on the summer hours yet.
No. So, and we're driving along. We fill up around Diamond Joe's Casino. Then we hit Osceola, Iowa, just on the south side of Des Moines, right?
Yeah, I think.
Gotta get gas. We gotta get gas. We're at just right at a half a tank, and we pull in to this gas station and make that left turning in, and what do you know is right there behind that gas station, a Harley dealer. And the wife and I just started laughing, and I pointed out, she goes, we got to stop now. This is coincidence. This is meant to be a Harley dealer right behind the gas station. So we filled up with gas. I walked in there, and we went over to the dealer because it's 5-minute walk time. Went in there, and the wife goes, I'm just going to stay in the car. I go in and go into the door, and I get, this beautiful blonde, nice looking blonde, beautiful. God bless her, but you'll find out why. She goes, can I help you? So I'm looking for some poker chips. I collect poker chips. And she points them over there, and I go looking at them, and I grab one of the Harley gnomes with the wrench. I made a 53 days thing about that. And I'm sitting there looking at the chips. I grabbed a couple. I said, you got some nice looking chips, but there's one thing wrong with them. She goes, what? It says it's got the state of Iowa on the back. And she looked at me, and I'm like, I'm from Minnesota. Minnesota and Iowa pick on each other. And she gives me this blank look. And I'm like, we got a rivalry going. Minnesota, Iowa. Iowa sucks. Minnesota's better. Oh, and I'm sitting there like, honey, you're not doing yourself any favors.
Did she tilt her head kind of sideways?
No, she just gave me that blonde blank stare like she was trying to go after a scratch and sniff. And couldn't figure out why she couldn't smell it at the bottom of the pool.
Right.
And in her defense, I gotta say, in her defense, she was probably in her mid-20s, so she probably don't know about that.
Well, she probably doesn't have anything, bad to say about Minnesota.
But she sure in the hell didn't make blondes or Iowa look any smarter. She does not. So I pay for I talked to her for a little bit, pay for the chips and the gnome, and hop in the car, tell the wife. She starts laughing. And we head back down, start on our way down to Texas. We stop in just south of Kansas City for gas because the wife didn't want to fill up before we hit Kansas City because that would make a whole lot more sense. Something about Kansas City and she didn't trust people or something like that. All right. Well, then we miss a turn. Oh, well, in between here, there's a lot of flatland between the Minnesota Iowa border to the Missouri border. A lot of flatland, a lot of nothing really to see. You know, um, so
Well, farmland, ain't
that's pretty much all it is.
it?
Until you hit Des Moines, and we saw a lot of cars in the ditch because they had snow and we were coming down. We saw signs all across, all the way down 35 in Iowa. Watch for plows or plows in use. That's what it was. Plows in use. You might be going slower. We only saw one. It had a blade up. It wasn't in use, but we were told about this all the way through Iowa.
Right.
I
Well,
got
no.
right. I gotta say, communication in Iowa was pretty good. You know, uh, we missed a turn right at Kansas City and got rerouted a little farther south, and it took us all through this Hick Road 61, 63, or something like that.
I was just
All
gonna
the,
ask. I was just gonna ask if you were taking interstate or regular routes.
well, it was going to take us, I think, the same road if that we missed, but it decided to take us down like was it 61 or 63, 62, something right in there, and it took us a little bit through Kansas into Oklahoma, down into Texas, and then right through Dallas. So, but on the way back, we took 35, which is a lot more better scenery than that I've seen on the way down. You know, but
So where about in Texas did you end up?
we went down to Plantersville, Texas, where the Texas Renaissance Festival is. That's where the person was. Um,
That close to Dallas?
well, it's 3.5 hours south of Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yes. We finally got in there Saturday morning at 3:30 in the morning because when you're traveling, you stop for gas. There's a restaurant right there attached to it. You go grab something to eat. You get out of the car, eat. So that's about a half hour, 45-minute wait time that you're down. So we did a few of those, but I'm telling you, watch your speed in Oklahoma because them cops are everywhere and they're waiting to pull a Minnesota person over. We didn't get pulled over. No, no. They just let us go, but they were all over the place down there.
Well, isn't the speed limit like 70, 80 mile an hour in there?
60, 65 on this
Oh, it's
road
just
that we went
65.
through. Yeah. If we would have stayed on 35, it was 70.
I thought the West was so far ahead of us with high speed limits.
Mm-hmm. And
Don't you know?
I tell you, going through Dallas, fuck no. Not on a motorcycle in no way in hell. Fuck no.
That's like Atlanta. You don't want to go through Atlanta on a motorcycle either.
Um, Interstates, odds run north and south, even run east and west.
Yeah.
But going through Dallas, especially at night. No, 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 no. Even during the day when we were leaving, coming back to Plano, Texas, no, no. I can see why people avoid Dallas on a motorcycle because you will get killed.
I come through Atlanta and they got so in the traffic, rolling here and there, here and there, here and there. I just pulled over, got off, laid down my duffel bag, and watched traffic roll by and burned one. Sat there for about 2 hours sleeping. Woke up, put my bag back on the bike. Traffic was broke up. Got right back on the road and went on.
Right, right.
Yeah,
But
that was an interesting trip on the way home that time.
when we got into
What's up, Ray?
the Plano, Texas, and started going through Dallas, we were doing 75 going through there. There's people passing us like we were standing still and taking a shit. And the cops were busy, weren't even pulling them over. They were busy with other cars on the side of the road. And it's like, there ain't no way in hell. Nope, 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 nope.
Well,
I'll go around it.
you can definitely tell that it's getting warmer because I've seen more cops out on the road pull people over here lately. Last week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get out of the car and don't have to get wet or cold, so they're pulling a lot more people over. I seen a motorcycle cop the other day.
I
It
haven't.
was about 70 degrees Sunday, I think.
Mhm.
Sunday or Monday, anyway. That's when I seen him.
Yeah, I haven't seen a motorcycle cop here for years. But we have them. Well, then, now get this. We get outside of Dallas, and the wife goes, so and so wants us to stop at What's a Burger and pick her up this type of burger.
Did that last night today, Ray. I hear. Sorry, Rob.
It's all right. And I'm like, what? She goes, What's a Burger? So, what is it? What's a Burger? She goes, a burger joint. I'm like,
Yeah, what's a burger? Yeah.
What's a Burger is always a burger.
Yeah.
So it had me go off. Maps had me go off on this exit, come back 3 or 4 miles on this road, cut over west a little bit, and then down, and then zigzag here and there. And I'm like, really? Google Maps had us go way out of our way just to get to this What's a Burger that was 20 minutes from her place. Google, you're fucked.
Hey, you'll have that.
Right. And I'm sitting here every time it said this many miles to, I'm like, all right, we're getting close to this place.
That's why
No,
it's
no, no.
that's why it's always good to have an atlas with you.
Why have an atlas when you got Google Maps?
Because you look at the atlas and you know the route you're taking right there in front of your face. I know you can do it on the phone too, but what's to happen if you just so happen your phone dies? You plug your charger in, your cigarette lighter blows, don't charge the phone, you're lost, going out of your mind in Texas.
Did you see what Steve just called me?
No, what do you call it? He loves Whataburger.
It's what a burger, not what's a burger.
What a hot Henway? What's Henway? I don't know. What is Henway? Highway?
Not what's a burger, you Minnesota knothead.
Don't you know?
And there was a Harley dealer not far from What's a Burger.
What a burger? I thought it was what's a burger.
What a burger. Right.
It's what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Donnie Wahlberg's burger?
So we picked this burger up for fries, drink, get to Plantersville, give her the food. We put out our sleeping bags in their camper, and took out my contacts. We went to bed. Get up, and I'm like, we get her loaded up, and I'm like, okay, there's a Harley dealer right at that what a burger, and I'm like, okay, I know I seen one. It's here. For the life of me, the damn thing fucking disappeared or moved or something because we couldn't find it. We couldn't find it. So we just went right back up through Dallas the same way. But it wasn't so crazy difference.
They didn't have more than one?
Yes.
So did you get a Whataburger?
I didn't even eat a Whataburger. I'm sitting there going, I'm just like, I don't want a burger. I want a steak.
A globe? What? I said atlas, a paper atlas. I carry one.
Yes, I used to carry one.
About 2 pounds. All money. Okay.
You know, going back up through Dallas and Plano, Texas, during the day wasn't so bad as at night. It was a little tamer, but that not that much. Got into Plano, Texas, went to my friend's house that lives there, and visited for a while, de-stressed for a bit. Then we had chicken for dinner, chicken and salad for dinner. That was great because the gals that we stayed at, her husband grilled for us, and oh my, that was just some really damn good food, really good food. And then he made us blueberry pancakes when we left on Sunday
I
night.
like blueberry pancakes.
Oh yeah, I had to watch out. I had to wash my parcel out like 3 or 4 times just to get rid of the blueberries. So we finally left Sunday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning because we were dog tired. We slept and visited late on the Saturday night and visited Sunday morning. Made sure we had coffee and tea, and we took off and went to go 35 north on the way back home, which is on the west side of Dallas. And my GPS wanted to keep taking me the other way, the same way we came in. I'm like, no, I don't want to go that way. I'll take the extra hour and go this way so I don't have to deal with this shit. I know where 35 goes. I know how to get home from 35, and I got so far and it said, turn around to go here. I'm like, okay, it must be taking me a different way to 35. So I turned around. That was taking me back the other way. So I stopped, turned around, came back, got on 35, and then it had me exit off of 35, exit back onto 35 south, and go back the other way. I said, fuck this shit. Turned around, went back the other way. Instead of where it had me turn off, I went straight. And then I was like, okay, now you're on 35. We'll just keep you on 35. Which is not too bad. North side of Dallas on the west side kind of sucked. It was ugly. And got into Oklahoma, stopped at a rest stop because you got to pee once in a while. And I see this sign, "Welcome to Oklahoma," and the veterans, and on the bottom it says, "Watch for snakes." I'm sitting there looking for snakes. I'm like, I don't see a one, and knowing my luck, I'll step in the grass and I'll get my ass bit. But that's what I did.
Follow directions.
Right? I went and off from the sign a little bit to the dog park and doing the hippy dippy, and I made sure there's no snakes around me. I tell you.
Grizz,
I
good
hate
evening.
snakes.
Right. You was doing a hippy dippy weather report?
Yep, about Oklahoma, and so I did that. And we took off, got gas and some treats and stuff to eat, and then we went along. The part of Oklahoma I went through went up through Oklahoma City and into Wichita, but it was pretty hilly. You know, a lot of hills. Going through a lot of stone blasted through away so they could put the road through there. A lot of them little oil wells that operate themselves. We saw a bunch of those. I'm sitting there wondering, I wonder how much money these people make off those wells. And the people I saw out there weren't dressed pretty nicely. They were all dressed pretty grungy. So
Well, I don't think you make as much money as people think you make off of those wells in your yard. You know, they might pay your taxes or something like that, but yeah, you don't make a lot off of it.
not as much as you would off the bigger ones that are going to pull out more oil.
Well, I guess if you had 4 or 5 of them, maybe you could start making some money if you had that much land.
Well, now in North Dakota for fracking, they were paying for that oil pretty handsomely. Those people were millionaires.
Is fracking, is that when they getting oil or are they getting gas? Isn't that when they get gas?
Well, they say it's used for natural gas, but there's a whole uh, oil slate that they were fracking that they were getting oil out of.
Okay.
And the sand they were using for fracking was coming from the pit they're digging up where the Minnesota Renaissance Festival is. They're digging that out, and now they put a stop to that fracking, so they aren't digging that out anymore.
Well, isn't when they're fracking, don't they pump either water or air in sideways or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm sure if T Spain is out there listening, or if he's watching, maybe he could come on someday and explain some oil rig stuff to us.
That would be awesome. I
Yeah.
did that.
So T Spain, the offer is out there if you do catch us. Oil beef hooked.
Right.
Oil
Um,
beef.
Evil in North Dakota's case, it was the people own the mineral rights where the oil was is, so they had to pay for those rights to those people for
A
that oil.
thousand. Well, you're saying 1,000 per unit, Rick. Is that 1,000 a month, 1,000 a week, 1,000 a day? Because
So
if I had an oil pump on my damn land, I'd be pumping it into my gas tank.
right, but
I'm just saying.
it was going through the middle of Oklahoma was pretty hilly, not flat. It was really beautiful. I really enjoyed going through Oklahoma, and I've
Well,
never been. Hmm?
do they have mountains there in Oklahoma? I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No,
interrupt.
no.
No, it's not like the beginning of the Rockies or anything like that.
Maybe it's beginning of the foothills,
Okay.
because I know in Texas you got some of the foothills there. You know, but I've never been to Texas, never been to Oklahoma,
Now you have.
and I got shot glasses to come for that trip. You know, but
Well, was it Texas or Oklahoma that you got the um chips?
Iowa,
Iowa. Duh. My bad.
because we couldn't find a Harley dealer on Saturday to save our lives, just so I could get some, because the Harley dealer had up and disappeared. They knew I was coming for some chips, and it
Well,
just
they closed a hell of a lot of them.
this one was open. It looked pretty cool too, and I wanted to stop in there.
I think it's monthly. Okay.
You know?
I don't know. It's in comparison on how much oil they're going to probably be getting. $1,000 a month ain't worth it. I want more than that. You get gas after you eat tacos. Do you fart that into the gas tank you buy?
Right.
Just saying.
But I'll tell you, going through the middle of Oklahoma was beautiful.
Mineral
I
rights.
I really really enjoyed it. Getting into Kansas, still pretty hilly, but then the wife made a wrong turn. She had on her maps, she didn't have avoid tolls checked on her maps. I did. And it took her up into Topeka and then down, where mine was going to have us go 35 into Kansas City. It took hers took her up into Topeka onto a toll road into Kansas City. So
Well, if you're trying to get there, I could see paying the tolls.
actually, it was faster going 35 than the toll.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So all we had to do was right after Wichita take a right on the 35 and follow that up right into Kansas City instead of going farther north and then over.
Gotcha. Oklahoma, isn't that where BD's from originally?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, Oklahoma. I've never been out that far. I hope to get down to Missouri, down there, Kansas City, and might go to Louisiana this year.
Well, you go to Kansas City. On the north side of Kansas City, there's a Waffle House that's got some really good food with some awesome service. Really nice waitress there. I enjoyed it immensely. I recommend going there if you want to stop for something to eat.
Well, I usually like going to Waffle House more than IHOP.
It's better food and the service is a lot better, a lot more personal, and they cook the food right there. You can see the grill.
Well, at IHOP, they drop the food a lot on the floor
Yeah,
because they're hungry.
that explains that.
Tow roads piss him off. The government takes tax money to build the road, then sells the road and keeps the money, and we get to pay to drive on the road we paid for. Well, in some cases, though, even with Rick, isn't it like Wagner uh, Blacktop Company would buy, put the road in, and then they would reap the money off of the benefits?
Right.
You know, I've always wondered that who gets the money off of that? Who's building that road? Are they just is like you said, the government buying it and doing it?
Right. I still gotta um,
The
pay
tax
for my.
dollars there.
I still gotta pay for my use of the toll road going through West Virginia and all that.
Well, I still owe from 3 years ago. It's probably a pretty penny by now. I just ain't gonna drive that way anymore.
Right.
Shh.
So as far as we know, coming back on the toll road, we owe like $1.05 or something. We don't know because we picked up one slip and then that there's no other way spots to pick up a slip unless you're exiting off, which we blew by a toll road. Toll booth. Yeah, that wasn't us.
I don't know about 85% tax, but it's up there. It's more than $1 tax. I know that.
So, you know, but yeah, I've come to conclusion on the way down when it was dark, you couldn't see shit. There wasn't really anything to see. And on the way back when it was dark, there's nothing really to see, but that didn't really care going through Iowa, so there wasn't much to see there anyway. Waved to Steve as we drove by. A lot
I
of
hear you.
cows, a lot of cows in Kansas. Every time we saw a bunch of cows, we had to say cows and moo. And on one field there was just a huge herd of cows, and I'm like, honey, cows and more cows and more cows. Wonder if a twister's going to come and make a cow fly. And she goes, no, that's Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're in that wind tunnel state, right?
Right?
Oh,
And
hey,
now they're coming out with twisters, with a Twister 2 called Twisters.
oh, really?
Yep. That's going to be out later this year.
I'll be damned. I don't know. I'm not watching many movies these days.
Well, great place to go have some fun and cheat, not mess around a little bit with the
Oh,
wife.
in the movie theater?
Hmm.
Oh, at the drive-in. I like going to the drive-in to do that.
Well, if you can still find one open.
Well, we got a couple of them around here. Well, we used to have like 5 of them. Now we only got 2 that I can tell you about. But
Well, it's because the upgrades to keep up with the time with killing them.
yeah, true that. True that.
Yeah.
I hate to do it. Canada has tons of cows and pigs. The cows don't drive.
Because that's all that they can get to live there.
The cow, that's pretty funny. The train, boo boo.
Right.
But yeah, we've been on an hour and 16 minutes or so. I am getting hungry and my back's starting to hurt. My heating pad ran out. I gotta boil it to make it heat again.
Get an electric heating pad.
I got one. I'm not laying down, so when I lay down, I'll probably lay on that. But this was just sitting behind my back. It works pretty good, man. It's awesome. It's a Thermopack or something like that. Let me see here. Hang on. Get my glasses. Somacare.
Okay.
Works pretty good. You
Well-
pop the little bead or a little metal thing in there, and it turns it hot. It worked for a while. Now it's cold up.
We'll go heat it up.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Much love, Shock.
Yeah. Much love,
Guys.
everyone.
Let's see. Henry, when he was in the Air Force, a barrel of oil was $70. 40% of the barrel was waste. Gas was 25 cents to 35 cents a gallon. Is that back in the 60s? Now barrel is 80. All of it gets used in plastic and make up $3 a gallon. Yeah, they're making a fortune off the shit, man. I'm telling you.
That's $3.30 here.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Like Henry says, peace, peace.
Yep. Peace out.
And we're out.